Hello, my name is Dionne McMillan, Chief People Officer at Pax8. Pax8 is the technology marketplace of the future. Through our community of almost 40,000 global partners, we provide technology solutions that small and mid-sized businesses need to operate and stay competitive in the market. And Pax8 currently supports over 600,000 businesses in 48 countries around the world. Recognizing the fantastic opportunity it presented, our founder, John Street, chose Colorado as our global headquarters. That is why Pax8 is proud to sponsor the 2025 Tech Summit and Apex Awards and celebrate our local leaders who have helped build the region into the major tech hub it is today. CTA's Lifetime Achievement Award is a distinguished honor awarded each year to an exemplary leader in Colorado tech. Recipients must have made significant contributions to innovation in our state, a history of giving back to the community, and a strong commitment to supporting CTA's efforts. The recipient of this year's award more than exemplifies all of those qualities. Congratulations to this year's winner, John Street.
I do a really good job of creating sort of a conspiracy. The way I think about things is, how are people really going to do this in the future? Early on, we were watching the emergence of this new thing called the internet. I'd never seen it before, and I was fascinated with it. I met the guy that's actually my co-founder of Pax8, Klaus Daimler, and we started talking about what is now the cloud. And we really understood early on that there were going to be all of these things that moved up to network layer services. Along the way, we started our internet access company called Internet Express. And while we're looking for kind of a new way to go with the internet, we focused on this idea of email. So we formed a new company called USA.net. I was looking for something else to do, and we saw the emergence of the anti-spam companies. If you're creating spam, you probably know pretty well how to get rid of spam, which we did. And we formed a company called MX Logic. I could back up a little bit because as a 43-year-old guy, I retired, okay? And I quickly found that, I'm not that interested in retiring. I went from working 100-hour weeks to being bored. And I reconnected with Klaus. And I said, you want to do another company together? And he goes, yeah, let's do. I was very interested in a cloud-first marketplace. And at one point I said, I think we should create sort of iTunes for cloud apps. And Klaus had the perfect response. He said, that's impossible. And I said, don't you think somebody's going to do it? He said, yeah, somebody will do it. And I said, well, let's us do it. At Pax8, we're solving two issues. One is the cost to acquire a small business customer for an emerging SaaS company is cost prohibitive. Second thing we solve is that outsourced IT department. So we create a platform where it's a single pane of glass to manage all of your product across all your markets. So Pax8 has a very brilliant future ahead, and we're thrilled about it. I would really attribute three things to my success. One is I'm probably as tenacious as anybody. And part of that is I'm somewhat oblivious. You have to sort of tune out the naysayers. And the third thing I really attribute to my success as much as anything is I do hire really smart people. In my opinion, company culture is built sort of in concentric circles. So if you start with a good core group of tight-knit people, and they start to hire in that same way, pretty soon you have this strength of culture that really makes a difference. I grew up in a really musical family, and when I was first going off to college, my father asked me, what do you think you're going to major in? Thinking maybe music, he said, over my dead body. He said, what you should do is get a great job. Maybe in your old age, you can circle back to your music and you'll still love it. And it's turning out to be true. A couple of years ago, I raised my hand and said, I'd like to join the Colorado Symphony Board. I don't have that much to do in my old age, so we're just going to build a world-class music scene in Colorado. I'm not done yet. I don't know what the legacy's going to be, and I'm absolutely sure more than ever that, leading a purpose-driven life makes you very happy. And I try to spread a little sunshine in people's life every day. I just want people to remember me as just a person who just gave it their all the time.